It's not a vibe, it's not a belief system. A better term might be perspective.
I highly recommend you to go to her YouTube channel and seeing her whole video, because I believe Black Friday hit a jackpot on the subject that goth people seem to be arguing for last 2 or 3 years in the internet. When Zofik started, it was people arguing that if you want to call yourself goth, you need to listen to the music. And by listen to the music, they meant 5 bands from the 80s, and if you're not a fan of them, then you're not goth. But then perspective changed, and suddenly, to call yourself a goth, you need to subscribe to certain political views. And because of that, many people started to lost the connection with their identity, started to feel like goth is not anymore something for them, even though before they felt so connected to the idea, to the subculture. And what Freya is referring to in her video is the fact that core of goth is something completely different. Music comes from that core. Our aesthetics, our looks come from that core. They are expression of something deeper beneath. And that something is our love for all things dark, for all things macabre, for the feeling of being not fitting for this world, for society. The feelings of not fitting in, of being lonely, were what fueled, fueled the music, fueled the emotions of the artists. Feelings were what created everything Gothic. It's about emotions, about love, about pain, about distress, about despair. And music and everything else that we call Gothic nowadays was built from these feelings up. Feelings didn't came from music. Music came from the emotions, from the feelings. Our fashion was expression of our internal feelings of not fitting in. We wanted to show to the world that we're not the same, that we're not fitting in with all of them. So, as an elder goth, and I being over 30 years old, I feel I can claim that title for myself, even though full respect for people older than me in community. It doesn't really matter. What do you believe? What are your political views? What are your religious views? It's not at all important. What is important is the fact that you feel connected to this community, the fact that you love things that you love, that you love things that most people don't understand, and the fact that by claiming title of a god for yourself, you feel like you found a place for yourself. This is what is important. So don't listen at all to all the gatekeepers who say that you need to be Susie and the Banshees devotee, because you don't have to be. Like, come on, there are so many good modern goth bands, and not only goth bands, because for me goth music is not only defined by the type of music but also by the subject of the music. So for me, bands like Moonspell, like Catatonia, like Lacrima Profonde, these are still goth bands, because the subject of their music, of their artistic expression, is also goth. So if you feel goth, just be it. And another thing, baby pass often ask, how do I know that I am goth? The thing is, When you meet this title, this term in the wilderness, you feel something inside. Like you feel, this is mine. So the simplest answer that I can give to any baby bats is, if you feel that you are goth, if you feel that this is yours, that this is part of you, then you are goth. And no one can tell you otherwise. This is self-proclaimed title. You don't need anyone's approval for this title. If you feel you're goth, you're goth. Be proud of it, express it, just be yourself. If this video creates a personal harm for me, so be it. I don't really care. I said what I said what I believe, and I will die on this hill of proclaiming that goth is what's inside of you, not anything that's in the outside world of you. That said, stay dark, stay curious, stay becoming.